actually learn how to do sales, right? That's why I'm very, very grateful that today I'm in ST system, and really grateful that everything I know, I learned from this CMC class. So that's why today I'm not here to teach anybody anything, but really to share my experience throughout these few years. So yes, you have come to the right place. Okay, so this is the place I'm going to share my Kung Fu secrets with you. So are you ready or not? Are you ready to accept this secret or not? So you don't have to make sure you sit up straight and pump up the volume and be ready, right? Are you ready? Well, let me see. Yes, yes, yes. That's fantastic. I really hope that my sharing today could help you go 10K and really achieve that dreams that you have set for. Okay. So yes, a little bit of a story about me. I come from a little comfortable family in Sandakan. My parents has always allowed me to do what I want at the limit of my own choice, to choose where I go, what I do. And I've always planned out my where I want to study. So I was very privileged to have the chance to study abroad right after my high school. So as you can see, my passion for life since I was young is traveling and studying. People say, wow, studying. So yeah, so since young, I really always think that I would like to travel around the world. Yeah. And so I live in the UK for 13 years. And besides working as a community pharmacist, like what the MC introduced, I was a lecturer as well. Haven't seen a lecturer so pretty, right? And also a consultant as a heart clinic. So as a student in the UK, I get the chance to travel around Europe. Some of them backpacking. I mean, when I was a student, I think most of the time backpacking. But that is really good memories to travel around a lot of places in Europe, Italy, Austria, Switzerland, Malta, you name it all. And then when I start working, that traveling continues because technically I only work 10 months a year and travel the other 2. So I get to go to New York on weekends and to celebrate my birthday, etc. And I go to Norway, Northern Lights, right? Sweden, Denmark, and place Portugal and things like that. Yes, yes, yes. Indeed, life was good. And when I started, so as you can see, I didn't, well, one of my passion is studying, right? So I didn't just graduate once, as you can see from the picture. This picture I only recently found when back home. So I didn't just graduate once, I graduated twice, 2 ceremony. I really like that feeling of wearing that hat. Okay. So, but on top of that, I actually had a few more other certificates as well. So yeah, some people were like, wow, you spend all your money studying. Yeah, which indeed, that's very, very true. Yeah, so actually, now looking back at it, right, I actually am someone who loves personal growth and self-recognition. That's why my short-term goal is to find one degree after another so that I have that kind of self-recognition. But then thinking about it, right, I don't actually have any long-term vision. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I don't know what am I going to achieve in life with all those degrees. So I'm very grateful that a few years back, I was brought to ST. I was introduced to ST that helped me build the long-term vision, that find the life purpose that I know is within me. So I really hope that, you have a little thoughts about what's your life purpose. So I know many like me. When you started working, you probably go for night classes now, any diploma, thinking that it can help you enhance yourself. So sometimes we lost track of what we want in life. So I think it's so important that you would think about what you want to achieve in life at the end of it. So that's why I'm glad that I found it here. So I really hope that you open your heart as well, that here is the place that makes sure you really, really see the enhancement of yourself. Also, so before embarking on new skin business, life was good, like what you guys said earlier. Yeah, life was good. I was in the UK, life was good. And then many was like, why you come back to Malaysia and so on. Later I explained more. Actually, I feel blessed that I actually did make that decision. So I was able to work hard, play hard, and then think that, wow, 13 years of living abroad, coming back to the family. And then looking back at it now, so I think I'm really glad because I don't want to be end up like those people that were separated with their family during the pandemic. And a lot of people sadly would have passed on, and there's no family around them. I think that would be very, very sad. So I felt very blessed that I had the chance to take that leap of faith and come back to Malaysia. And then I met New Skin. Well, I think sometimes, right, it's like when you ask, you really, really will get what you want. So when I came back, that was a picture when I worked in the UK. All my team are Ang Mo, okay? I don't have Chinese, not much Chinese friends. So after that, when I came back, I worked for people for a couple of months. Cannot stand it because I used to travel a lot, right? And in Malaysia, how much holiday you get? 14 days maximum. Wow, sweat. Cannot travel, right? And the exchange rate as well. Exchange rate, I mean, traveling become a mission and just quite impossible. So when I chanced upon the opportunity to have my own business, I jumped on that, thinking that when I have my own business, I become my own boss. I can actually have more time and I could do whatever. But then really, obviously, no lah. When you're your own boss, you actually have less and less time because you do everything, right? The earliest to go in, make sure the business is running, and less freedom. I'm someone who really, really loves freedom and really, really loves freedom. I felt very, very trapped. And I thought that, gosh, I made the wrong decision of coming back. But of course, now looking back at it, I'm really, really grateful. I know God has really given me what I want in life because He knew that I want all this. I want all this holistic success. So I want to build wealth. I want to have my health, my wellness. I want to tour around the world, to have like-minded friends, the recognition that I mentioned, importantly, bringing glory home to parents. Well, I don't have children, but I still give example to my nephew and nieces, okay? And helping others, contributing to the society. This is one thing what I'm starting to do very much more now, leaving a legacy behind. And I think one thing is really self-fulfillment, which I think is so important. Let me see those in the audience. How many of you are like me? Quite greedy lah, wants it all. Give me a 5, 5, 5, 5, 5 if you really wants it all like me. 5, high five. I'm not just the only one who wanted all this. Yes. So many of you. So that's right. That's right. Especially, I think after the pandemic, there's much more realization that our life could be more. So that's why at this juncture that we must really be open to opportunity. So my angel actually introduced me to a set of age-lock products. I had really, really good results. I even introduced to a few friends, but then they brought me to ST. Then you think I start the business immediately? No lah, okay. It didn't click. It didn't click to me. There is something called network marketing that you can have passive income, and then you will be able to achieve this holistic success. So I didn't. But then no, I think you guys are smarter than me lah, because you are in here to this morning, right? So make sure now you grasp it, right? You grasp it, right? And massive action on it. Really massive action on it. Okay, that's why it's so important. So I went to a convention. Can I borrow your hands to thank my angels online? They are now, my angels, Kay and Eva and Henry. So really grateful that they influenced me to the convention. Actually, that time I say they cheated me there because I say that they why, because they told me, just go to a convention, just treat it like a travel, because they know I like traveling, right? So but then seriously, at that convention, I really cannot remember much what I heard because it's mostly in Mandarin. Then by then I really cannot read. I cannot read Chinese now. I still cannot, but now I understand Chinese. Okay, so for your information, I cannot read Chinese, but then the good side effects of being in New Skin or Success Together is one day you'll be able to talk to talk Chinese or Mandarin, ST Chinese, like me. So yeah, but at that convention, I saw what I'm earning for. I saw those leaders on stage having all those that I listed out earlier, the holistic success that I listed out earlier. And then they also put this online, all right? They also put this, you heard me sharing in Chinese, okay? You'll hear me soon. Yes. So you see, they show us that, they ask us this question: if you continue to do what you're doing now, will you be able to achieve that financial freedom? Will you be able to spend more time with your family? To me, the answer is no. I'm not sure about you, but to me, if I work for people, the answer is definitely no. Even when I have my business, the answer is no. I can't just take off like that. And then another thing is that, have you thought about in 3 to 5 years' time, what will your life be? And this is the last one is the most scarier. When you think about if you stop working, how long can you survive and whether your income will be coming in? For sure, my answer is no lah, because if I stop working, for sure, I'm not going to get that income that that the employee is not going to pay me, right? So how are you going to live and how am I going to maintain the lifestyle that I want? So I hope that, this could be a question that trigger your thoughts as well, to let you think about your life. So very grateful that I saw this at the convention. Some people call it the grapes, some people call it the fishbowl, whatever it is. But I got to know something about this freedom plan. I call it freedom plan, okay? The power of passive and exponential income. Wow. Honestly speaking, I didn't learn that at school, okay? I didn't know that there's in this world, I'm sure you're smarter than me, okay, that there is something called passive and exponential income that could realize the dreams that I wanted, and that thing that, wow, if you just think about it, having that 23,000 USD per month, how's your life going to be? How's your family life going to be? Which of your dream will you be achieving first? So when I ask people about what's their dream, when I meet them nowadays, many actually couldn't say what's their dream. Really, they've forgotten what's their dream. But to me, when I saw this, right, repeatedly, I know that I can dare to dream big. So please, this is what we are here for. This is where we can taste the true meaning of freedom, because with this passive and exponential income, our lives will transform. And I truly believe that. And I'm looking forward to that. Okay, so if I really didn't make that money, okay, that income, but I know I will. But I think this transformation is good enough, right? Last time you can see my face being quite round, and yeah. And then after that, I had skin problem as well, and so on. And this the photo in the middle. I'm 43 last month, right? And this is what I took yesterday. As you can see, not heavily makeup whatsoever lah. And last year I took some professional photos portrait. So this is one that I thought that, wow, it's quite cool, quite cool. So I think all this, right, wouldn't have happened if I'm just an ordinary pharmacist. So I'm really, really grateful that that I'm in New Skin and Success together, that my life could be more exciting. Don't you want that as well, right? It's worth it, right? I know that, thank you to wonderful Edgelord products, I could be healthier and keeping my youth better and better. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes. So of course, another thing is that I think that it's so important that we are the master of our own destiny. Compared to my peers who is now fighting with the big boys, opening left, right, and above them in the pharmacy. So there's price war everywhere. Yes, it might be good for the consumer, but it's really not a good sign for the profession. And of course, there are vending machine as pharmacists as well. So where the pharmacist gonna go, right? So I'm really glad that a few years back, I opened my heart and come here and learn and change, because I know that's why during the pandemic, I had the choice to be sharing this global business through the safety, sitting in my own home. And like today, I get the chance to be sitting here in KK, right? But I'm reaching out to more than 500 of you out there all around the world. Give me a high five. Give me a high five. Yes. So yes, thank you so much to ST for giving me this chance, giving me this opportunity. I'm really blessed that I made the right choice. Just want to share a few values of the business with you that happened to me in the past few months. My grandma of 98, the first photo on the left, that my grandma of 98 had stroke last year. Yeah, condition is good and bad, but she's very DDMMI to continue living to 100 lah. Okay, so sometimes it's good, sometimes she live in Sandakan. She has lots of kids, grandkids, or even great grandkids or great grandkids. Unfortunately, not many can visit her. So she lives with my dad, and then now and again, even with video call, she would say that are you coming back to see me? When are you coming back to accompany me? And then sometimes my dad will tell me, no, she's not doing very well. I think that's probably time. And I have the liberty, I had the choice that I can just flew back the next day or the nearest I could possibly. There's no way on earth I could do that when if I'm still at an employment. Then my sisters from Melbourne came back for holiday for 2 months, end of last year. So beginning of this year. So again, she'll be thinking, when she's in Sanakan, she's like, oh, you coming back again? And are you coming back? So yeah, so I was flying in and out of Sanakan, spending time with my nephews and so on. In the past, right, I never ever thought that I work hard and I earn money and I make other people happy. I never ever, my life only revolved around me and myself in the past. But now I feel the joy that life should be more meaningful. You can make people around you happy. Then my sister wanted to buy her a new home. I went back to help her to find the painters lah, to find the furniture lah, and so on. Then when my brother came back from Melbourne, after he said he's engaged, so also then my family was like, oh, we're gonna throw him a party in 2 days' time, and you're gonna come back. So yes, I go back again. So, but the good thing is when I go back to Sanakan, I can meet my teammates as well. I can continue the business. I can continue my business online. How fantastic is that? Business keep going and you can spend time and you can have that time flexibility. And then in the past, look at this picture right at the end, right? Just happened not long ago. This is my father-in-law and my husband, right? They like so they decided they want to go to Taiwan for Christmas. Okay, so but these two guys has no management skills, no planning whatsoever. So in the past, I would not do this. So I was their PA throughout, have to do everything, manage the money, manage the hotels, etc. I wouldn't. Last time when I go travel, right, I will only choose the places I want to go. I wouldn't spend time in a museum lah, or go to whiskey tasting lah, and so on. But today, I know I managed to do that. I feel glad I did because I have that liberty and be the master of my own time. Of course, another thing I'm very super proud of is the best gift from my parents. My mom passed on when we were young. My dad single-handedly brought us, 4 of us up, giving us really, really good life. And my mission is always to make him happy and proud of me. So the first time I saw this big smile from him, right, was when I graduated, my first graduation. Then after that, he never come to other graduation because he thinks I graduate too many times, okay? But at New Skin, when I become an EBD, I'm very, very glad I see that beaming smile once again. And I know I want this again. And I know this is by making him proud. This is where I see that smile, which is money cannot buy. So here in New Skin, in Success Together, they're making it a dream come true for me. So literally, you can't see his eyes, right? It's a straight line. So yes, I want this again. And of course, value from the business. One thing is, many say, "Aya, you very wasted lah. Why you pharmacists? You come to MLM and bloody blah." But I think, hey, and the pharmacist, right, doesn't have to be locked down in a shop. We can actually, I see myself here diversifying how I can impart my knowledge and health, and also. And I can help people. I can work with other teammates who are professionals as well. So here I work with dietitian Philip and Dr. Prima from Indonesia. We are helping more healthy people to be healthier and fitter and to regain their health. I even could interview the CS of New Skin, Dr. Joe Chang, the author of The Aging Myth, and this makes my life more exciting. As a professional, we know our jobs are very noble. If you think you stay in where you are, right? Can you achieve and make your life interesting and make sure that you get that freedom of choice in the end? So the answer to me is no, and I'm glad I'm here. So, okay, I know after listening a bit about myself and the important thing, you are here to tune in, right? To learn the Kung Fu as we talked about earlier, right? How to achieve that 10K, isn't it? Right. So really, before you ask about the how, like just now, ask ChatGPT, how to get that 10K. I think importantly, right, you must understand why that you need to do that 10K. You need to achieve that 10K yourself. Right, let me tell you, the ultimate goal is really for that freedom that we have all been longing for, and to allow us to achieve that holistic success that we wanted, and we all high five earlier, right? In short term, of course, it is also the money, because when you have 10K, you can achieve that 5-figure income at 4-figure income in Singapore. So in Malaysia, 5-figure income is very good income, right? I think that not many people around me who is in employment can get 5-figure income. Even a pharmacist, even if you have more than 10 or 15 years experience, or even 20 years experience, you don't get a 5-figure income all the time. Maybe yes, if you work like 12 hours daily or something like that. So look around you, how many people actually have a 5-figure income? But not many, right? So imagine the new skin in Success Together. You learn how that is so important. You must fight this 5-figure income first, so that you have that confidence. You have that, when you see that income in your bank, you have the confidence to share. You know this is real, this works, and your life would change from here. And imagine if this is a weekly income. Wow, have you imagined that? And this is only the starting point, because we are here to be successful in new skin, not just do new skin. So importantly, just make sure that we fight that 10K first. Of course, beside that, the other thing is to be the master of closing, to master this skill, because the process of the process to building this big network is that we have to master this closing in order for us to build the network and to enjoy the exponential income and fulfill our dreams. So once we learn, we become the master, we duplicate to our teammates. So and then without this duplication mentality, right? We can't build that big network of 525, 125. We can't get that outcome. So isn't that very super duper important that we actually fight this 10K? So when we keep doing this 10K, we keep practicing, we become the master, and we keep going, and then we duplicate it down. This business is a monkey see, monkey do business. What does it mean? If we only say and we tell our teammates, hey, you go do 10K, you do 10K, they will look at you. Are you the top achiever? Are you the 10K achiever? Because it's very important that people follow what people do. Okay, and also how long you take to master these skills. If you take 6 months, your teammates might take 12 or even 18. And how long would you want to take? How long will you want to take to achieve the goals that you want in life? Surely you don't want to wait for so long. So the faster you do it, the faster you're going to build your big network. You decide. Okay. And of course, all businesses starts with sales. And I have people telling me, I don't like to do sales. I don't want to be a sales girl. But if you think clearly, actually, every day we're selling ourselves. When you find a job, right, you send in your resume, you also sell yourself. What? So we're doing sales daily. So why be so personal about what you're sharing? Besides, we are not selling to people when we are already using the product. So I'm taking R-Square, Reset, and Dual Packs every day. And for me to share that, I'm actually sharing what I'm taking every single day. I am not merely selling. But imagine if you go to a Mercedes, say center, you want to buy a car, you go to the Mercedes, right? You ask the salesman, do you drive a Mercedes? But no, they don't. They most likely no, but they are selling you the Mercedes. That is selling. I hope that helps you to position yourself a bit better. And if you really still have that mental block about sales, right? It's about sharing your own experience. Think about it this way. Now you have the best cake that you have taken to this today, or this morning you had the best nasi lemak. What will you do? You share immediately. It's going to appear on your IG, appear on your story immediately, right? And that's what you're sharing. Are you selling? The nasi lemak store boss is not going to give you that 6 level 5%, but yet you still share, right? Yes, we share, and we do that very, very fast, right? So imagine in here, ageLOC, the world needs what we have. Everybody wants to be healthier and younger. So why not share it out? It's so very, very important to share it out. I have my teammates who share that even her kid now 10 years old, have big obese and have skin problem and taking Reset, and it helps with allergic. So even kids need it. Everybody needs it. Okay. I'm not here telling you to go and give all the kids reset, but I'm just telling you that what we know, what we have is really what the world needs. So if we position ourselves, we are really sharing to the world every single day what they need. And I'm sure a lot of you watch live, right? Especially during the pandemic when you're locked down. And those people always said, oh, if you share, then we give you free coupon, free this and free that. How many of you share? All of you share, right? All of you share. So this is exactly the same, okay? Right. One more very important element that we need to have in this process of mastering the skills of closing and duplication is the belief system. Okay. Do you believe you can achieve that 10K? When you choose to believe, it will always give us that one more chance. And we're halfway there when we believe, right? For the purpose of for this session, right? Since you're right here, right now, tell yourself today, let's do one activity. Tell yourself today, I must believe, I'm a 10K achiever. This is really, this is a formula. Now already show you my one of my kung fu. So you see whether you are going to practice it. Tell yourself, I must believe. So, okay, are you practicing it? Okay. Yeah. So do it twice a day. Yeah. The formula. So yes, I must believe. Yes. So because why is it so important? When you believe, you're halfway there, right? What's so difficult about it? You only have to convince yourself, right? Of course. Now, the important thing that a lot of you hear, how to go, that ask the chat GPT, how to go 10K. Now, you see, actually, ST also very good predicted what you want to ask. So they have arranged for me to share this with you today, how to go 10K. First thing first, of course, massive action. No need to ask AI, also need massive action, okay? You need to start to take out your name list and share massively. When you open a shop, would you just let people walk in? Of course not, right? You're going to tell the world, right? You're going to paste it on your feeds. You're going to tell your parents, tell their friends. So now you open this anti-aging business that you are partnering with these two big giants. And why are you ashamed of sharing? Why are you not telling people, hey, I am the age lock specialist here. If you want to be younger, if you want to be healthier, come. I am here ready to help you. Tell them. Well, if you struggle with your name list, think about where you buy your fish, who's your kids' friends, who's their mom, their parents, who's their grandparents. I tell you, I realized behind all the kids, they have huge name lists, huge network. And if you have more kids, that's even bonus, okay? So some of them very shy, right? And just don't know how you deal with people every day. Let me share with you. Last week I have a little story. Last week I have to travel to Singapore on an ad hoc thing and realize my passport is out of date. So panic the day before I travel. So I quickly went to the immigration, very blessed. And because I think it's Puasa month, so I went really early, queue up and so on, and not too many people, but I still got it in time. So after the lady, she took my photo. She said, "Oh yeah, okay, you can claim and show. Ask me for my IC." And then she looked at my IC and looked at me and looked at my IC. And then I said, "Tidak sama kah?" Meaning not same. Then she was like, yeah, like having just smile. And I thought, yeah. We have anti-aging here. Do you want to know? And in the end, I got her number as well. So you see, is this everybody needs it, right? Everybody needs it, right? Because they can see that, wow, you're younger, and sure, everybody wants that. So it's really lifestyle. And be positive about it. Why? Because there must be people who say no and say yes. Not everybody will say yes, which is normal. This is law of nature. So it's really a number game. The more people we talk to, the higher is our rates. It's like a deck of cards. There's only 4 aces. We should just keep flipping and keep flipping. I understand that, with massive sharing, that you have massive rejections. So be grateful with the rejections. Just now someone asked how to handle those hard rejections, right? Well, I'm not sure how to define hard and soft, but then again, it's rejections. So I think first thing first, if you're grateful for the rejections everything will be good rejections, because it allows us a chance to be better. They want us to be better. So don't be too sad. Don't take it too personally. They rejected the chance to be healthier and to be more beautiful. It's okay. And when they say no, it's okay, because it's next opportunity. They might not need it now, they need it later. Okay. So people are always why people don't have actions after a while, after rejection, it's because the fear kicks in, right? Your fear, you lose your confidence, you feel your sense of failure, you have setback. But then remember, never ever give up. Keep flipping that deck of cards. You will find the aces. So in order to go on, you must be positive yourself. Wear that bulletproof out, have that vaccine, go for that booster. Maybe not the COVID one, okay. Joke aside. And just really, okay, here, self-talk to yourself. I give you a very good example here about this bully tree experiment now. So here we can see that these two trees exactly the same, in the same environment. You see, what you talk to yourself is so important. On one side, we have the kid telling the tree, wow, you're so green, your leaves are so beautiful, your stem is so healthy, and every day. And you can see that tree that has positivity injected in it is growing healthily and strongly. On the other hand, we have one which is withering, right? Like dying halfway. It's because the kids every day talk to the tree and say, well, look at you, so green, your leaves so green, you're a bit useless, you're useful, you're a failure, you can't get anybody, and so on. You're not attractive. And look at it, it's all withering, it's dying, but they are being watered in the same environment. So you don't want to be that withering tree, right? So make sure we talk good to ourselves every day. Tell yourself, look at the mirror, wow, you're so beautiful. Look at you, you're glowing, right? That is how self-talk helps to be positive. Let me give you a little example of really being positive and really massive action, keeping on, and so on. I have a customer who bought Lumi Spa from me about 6-7 years ago. So during this period of time, passed on, she got married, she had kids. I mean, I do try to I keep contact and so on, but not much. I didn't hear from her. And recently, December, she contacted me, or she responded to one of my messages. She responded and she said, oh, I want to know more about TR90. And I was like, oh, okay, where did this come from? So, and she was sharing why and so on. She said had kids and she has thyroid problem, blah, blah, blah. So, and then she said one thing, her husband say, if she wants to buy TR90, she can only buy from me, because her husband has been, well, we are friends as well. She has been monitoring and see that if I'm being better every time, I'm still taking a product, I'm still in a business, and I'm vibrant as well. So I was really, really pleased with that. And yes, and she took the TR90, right? And then she lost about 10 kilo, but of course, to her, it's not enough, because all of a sudden, last month, she said that, oh, I'm going to Italy for a wedding in June, and I need to be slimmer. I need to wear a bareback dress. So what do? Go TR90 again. So who say you cannot? So it's about that positivity that you exert, whether you believe that, yes, this is the best for them. And yes, never ever compromise. And again, if you struggle, right? I would recommend you these two books that system always recommend to us, which is The Secret and The Magic. Wow, in Magic, you actually make sure you pour your magic dust everywhere, and then you practice that thank you, that gratitude. Thank you. Do you do that? And you tell yourself, I'm a 10K achiever. So I do practice that, and then magically, right, every morning there'll be well, almost every morning, okay, there'll be orders. People WhatsApp in, they say that I need to replenish my my shampoo. I need my G3 is finishing. I need to replenish my stock. To tell you the truth, it doesn't only happen to me, it happens to my teammates as well. So please, this is really something that could help you. A strong positive mental attitude, right, will create more miracles than any wonder drugs. In the past, I helped a lot of people with medication, with drugs. But here, I can tell you, a strong positive mental attitude is better than everything. and you don't need that because the wonder drug is here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah. So I think positivity, when you're able to exert that positivity, is very, very important. Another case is that I close people that I don't know because of my positivity, you know. So I have this customer who sent me her referral in Cal, whom I never met. So this lady in Cal, she actually had TRNT a few years back. And then recently after COVID, she think that she wanted to go on TR90 again. But she contacted her consultant, and she felt that her consultant has a lot of negativity, talk a lot about negative about COVID lah, about booster lah, and a lot of things, and it seems to be not so active in the business, always just have complaint on her social media and so on. She was going to buy, but then she withdraw herself. She think that, hey, I don't want the next 3 months to be talking to someone who's so negative. And then you know, she just asked her cousin, who's my customer, and her cousin say, I pass my number to her. So I called this lady in Cal, and yeah, and through the conversation, she said she can feel how positive I am and how vibrant and how happy I am. And she said she decided then to really to want to buy from me, because she said the next 3 months she wants to talk to someone who's positive. Wow, you see, even that can really help you to close case. So even can help you to go 10K. So of course, besides being positive, we also have to be self-disciplined too in this process of massive action. Last time, I also have lots of excuses. I cannot wake up early, cannot attend CMC, and so on. Any of you like me? Okay, you don't have to raise your hand. You just know it yourself. Okay, already. Just in case your upline is here, right? It's very normal. But then a few times when I log in, I feel that, wow, people they keep saying that they have this 10K, they become 10K achiever through CMC. So to me, wow, that's very important, right? My laziness is not going to help me. Is sleeping that few more minutes, a couple, maybe an hour more, is not going to help me to achieve my dreams. So self-discipline is one way to help me to settle that laziness of mine, because success is a result of daily discipline compounded over time. And when that compounds, your experience compounds and your money compounds too. So that's why it's very important that we practice these daily 8 things. Self-discipline is like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger you get. So we must have the discipline to share, to practice. That's very important. So, and then it's like it's a process, you know. It's a self-discipline is a process. So of course you can't say, wow, then from 0 to 100. Well, we just have to improve and more discipline a little bit at a time, like going to nursery, kindergarten, primary school and secondary school. It's all about practice, because here I saw that is the freedom plan and I want it. So here I instill my self-discipline. Right, let me share a bit of the daily 8 things. I think especially the first thing, use product. A lot of people say, I haven't earned enough money in new skin. I don't want to buy more products. That is super duper wrong mentality. Please, cross that out, because the more you use, the more you attract. Trust me. Let me tell you a story. I have to take my professional photo last year when I was become the president, right? I have to, and I appeared on the newspaper. And a friend of mine, a classmate of mine, whom I have shared before many years, and she said, no, new skin product is overpriced. My brother say is don't be silly, don't be cheated, blah blah blah. And then she saw my photo and she texted me, and she said, you don't age, do you? I was like, okay, here's the chance. So really, what happened this time? She bite, doesn't it? So she started research, she started collages, she started her Lumi Spa. So last time she bought one Lumi Spa, and then it went to the museum lah, because she said she wanted to support me only, right? But this time around, it's out again. So it's so important when we use product massively, we become younger and younger, we become more and more glowy. This is when you can attract people. When you use product, you use your product everywhere, right? It become our lifestyle. Once I remember I had fiber net before lunch with some church friends, and the friends asked me, "Oh, what are you taking?" So I show her and also actually offered her some myself. Do you want to try it? And then after she said, I want to know more. Guess what? I went to her house, measure her, and she not only bought FiberNet, but TR90 too. Wow, isn't that great? So we must share the product all the time. We must also share the plan, because if we don't share the plan, people doesn't know that they can get the freedom plan here too, the 6 level 5%. And of course, every day when we share, we must receive this, all the negativity, the rejection, right? It's okay. We have recordings here. We are so fortunate we have our $1 million who share with us. So you can even go to sleep with listening to Rain Hall. You can listen to him or Lydian Ong or whoever you fancy 24/7. This is when you can make sure your energy is high all the time. Of course, we have to attend meetings as well, because this is where we saw all the testimonials, right? And give you the confidence and the belief that it is the best thing for everyone. And of course, we need to align to make sure our upline know what we are doing. So that's why these daily 8 things is very important to keep us disciplined. So make sure you practice it every day, okay? So beside massive action, we must also improve our closing ratio. What does it mean? We don't only share, we don't only just demo, and then you just wait for the customer to call you to say, okay, Chui Li, I want this. No, we must do the closing. So we must practice. Every 10 we met, we probably close 1 in the beginning. We probably close 3 after that. And we probably close 7. But we must evaluate our success rate, and we must better ourselves each time, consciously be better, okay? Discuss with your upline, your sponsor, if you don't know how you can be better. But with these 3 mindsets, for sure, it will help you. First of all, extend and make sure you have this big helping heart. And then you deliver the confidence to your customers. And importantly, never ever compromise easily, okay? So let me give you some examples. Helping heart, okay? Really, let me see how many of you here are fortune tellers. Okay, you would think that this person is very slim, no need TR90. This person drink juice every day, no need G3. This person is very rich, no need the business. This person is very poor, cannot do this business. And this person has beautiful skin, no need spa. Are you one of these fortune teller? Are you one of them? Can you please don't stop. Don't fortune tell anymore, okay? Because right, if you think about it, people who have job, who has rich, but they don't have time freedom. They have to work 24/7. They don't have time freedom. Okay. Many, they even work overseas and so on. They can't even see their family. What's the value in that? Okay. So why not we tell them there is this business here? I give you an example. A new customer actually recently told me and referred me to say, okay, you can come to my bank to do some scanning. Then she said, don't, my boss is not going to buy one. My colleague also never going to buy, because they have lots of products. My boss is very slim, don't need. Then I said, okay, never mind. I just measure them and give them a scan, okay, and run them. And guess what? The boss thinks that he needs TR90 because he just had a new baby, and he felt that during the COVID time he already put on a bit of weight, and he felt he's a bit lethargic. That's why he went on TR90. And then I demo Lumi Spa on the hands of the few colleagues. They wanted home spa kit. So she was like, wow, in shock and in awe, right? So we just have to be simple. Don't have to think so much. Don't be that fortune teller, okay? We just do what we think best. So all we need to do, we just apply this mindset. Everybody needs new skin product. Everybody needs new skin business. Everybody can be successful in new skin. Like our founder, Black Roni, said, every day, just find that one person that you can help today. Shall we? Shall we find that one person to help today? I'm very, very pleased with this helping heart, right? We have wonderful product, and a lot of time people will struggle. So recently, I have a case where a customer or queuing VR come to me and say, she heard about our reset. Actually, she joined me quite a few years ago, and then come and go, and then she asked me about the reset. Her mom is actually a breast cancer survivor and also a stage 4 COVID survivor. So it was really, really bad at the point of time. She saw me so passionate about reset. I really, really love reset. Okay. And she asked me, really, is it really true that my mom in this state can take reset? I said, of course, yes, our product is very, very good. And guess what? Only few weeks in, the moms could sleep like a baby every single night. I didn't know the mom suffered from insomnia for 20 years. I felt so pleased. And few weeks, last week or the week before, her mom took some pictures of her hair. She's growing baby hair at 63 years old. Really, really, we need to give ageLOC product a big, big round of applause. It's amazing, isn't it? So when we take up our helping heart, we are not going to worry whether this person is a cancer survivor, this person is a COVID survivor, and so on. Because we know with ageLOC, they will sure be better. So importantly, we must position ourselves. Before you see your prospect, you can ask yourself, position yourself, why he or she needs TR90? What if he or she have taken TR90 or ageLOC and become healthier and slimmer? What would happen if he or she don't get to experience TR90 or ageLOC? So think about it. What if that guy is a breadwinner of the family and he has high VFA and has stroke? Then the family is not going to have any income. What happened to the kids? So it's so important that we think ahead. And imagine if they, after TR90 or ageLOC, they don't need medication anymore. And they can walk without the walking stick, and they can get back to that bikini, and they can move around, or even some I've heard that actually got pregnant after our ageLOC product. So all this is life transforming, right? Why would you be so worried? So we are not really selling, we are just helping them buy. So when you have that positioning, you will sure be able to exert that influence. Secondly, and we talk about delivering the confidence, right? So that's why it's so important your belief system kicks in. There you can deliver that confidence of yours. Of course, importantly, how you dress up, how you showcase yourself. Now it's like you can go anywhere, right? Make sure you show them that your transformation, you show them that you have been ageLOC, how glowy is your skin, how much baby hair you have grown, and how slim is your body. Your presentation is very important. Some, right, they don't even look at all that, but they look at your present. They felt that glow, your aura, that vibrant that comes from you, and it vibrates, then they cannot say no, really. So it is so important. We have so many success stories and so many testimonials already. You don't have to worry. We are partnering with world-renowned experts of the field, anti-aging experts, and we are the #1 weight management product in the in Malaysia, in Singapore. We are #1 device, anti-aging device in the world. Why are you worried? Those that don't even have this, they talk so loud. So, no, don't have to worry, because you're getting younger and healthier. So just tell them, trust me, look at them in the eye, eye to eye, look at them, and then tell them, trust you. And the rule of influence is either you don't influence them, they are going to influence you. So who wants to accept that influence first, isn't it? And you are acting at their interest, so you don't have to worry about that. If you really think that, really struggle, never mind, you just use this. Okay, this is another secret. The power of repetition. Ask them, do you want to be slimmer? Do you want to look healthier? Do you want to look younger? Just when they ask you, when they I have a customer who's signing the form and still ask, really, I should go on this. 3 months, this need to take 6 months. I need to take this forever. And then keep questioning. And what you do, just ask them, sign here, and that's it, okay? And then just keep asking them again. Do you want to look younger? Do you want to look healthier? Do you want to be slimmer? Do you want to wear that dress you have always been looking at that you cannot zip up? Okay, so yes, just sign it. So just keep repeating that, that really, really works. Of course, last but not least, when you have that helping heart, when you deliver that confidence, you must not compromise. Okay, it is so important that you don't compromise. Just imagine if that is your mom, your parents, will you just let them have very high VFA or they feel very lethargic? You wouldn't. You make sure that they go on age-lock products because you want them to be healthier. You want them to be younger, fitter, right? So it's exactly the same. Parents out there, I'm sure you have struggled with kids dragging them to school, right? But you won't allow them to just not go to school. You will not compromise and drag them to school, right? You will not compromise and make sure they go, isn't it? So yes, we don't compromise. We persist influencing them. We persist to make sure that they experience the wonder of age-lock product. We position ourselves, follow up and follow through, make sure that they will be better. So for example, I have this customer that actually has been looking at me. Okay, she buy little things at a time and so on, and then we'll ask question whether yes or no, because she has moved to Perth in 2018, so she had our age-lock product, and then after that she was like, oh, I saw my friends on TR19, I saw my friend on this new product of yours called Reset. I said yes. So I follow up and then there's no sound, and she asked again, and then I give her information and then no sound. And then for 5 times, it's like dancing cha-cha 5 times. And because she said, now I'm in Perth, I don't know how you're going to monitor me with your TR90, but I saw my friends getting slimmer. I said, yes, exactly. So what do I do? Do I still follow up? 5 times, ding dong, ding dong. And then guess what? Yesterday, I saw my VNG. Wow, somebody in Australia, I have Australia account, that she purchased her own, she purchased her own her own dual pack first, because she said she is going to go on holiday for 1 month and then come back, she will start on the TRIT. I then messaged her, I said, wow, oh, you bought something. And she said, yes. But then now I need to ask, how do I have a friend who's interested in TR90. What do I do? You mentioned about the business, then how do I start? Wow, so now I have to follow up her customer also, isn't it? So it's about never ever compromise. It's okay. Following up for a couple of years is okay, but one day they will come and join you. You just have to persist. Really. Always one more time. Always one more phone call. One more message. One more influence. One more trust me. They are your next BR. They are your next EVP. They are your next 10K achiever. It's okay to persist. Here, we understand the whole session of the business, basically what, right? We must master the proven success roadmap. In ST, we are very, very fortunate. The leaders here have mapped out for us. We just have to follow. And you see that 10K is in color, right? Colorful, right? So that's why we have to make sure we go 10K. Is part of the freedom plan. It's part of where we built the 525 125 to transform not only our lives, but our family lives. Nu Skin is not a knowledge, it's a skill. It's like one that you practice, that riding bicycle. The only way to master a skill is through continuous learning and conscious practicing. So imagine if you learn how to swim, you don't jump into the pool, you let your coach swim to show you. Yes, theoretically, that's how it's done. But if you don't jump into the pool to practice, you will not get better. You will not be able to master the skill. And remember, we are here to achieve our dreams. Your dream is very important and your dream have urgency. So let's master that skills. Bruce Lee once says, practice makes perfect. After a long time of practicing, our work will become natural, skillful, swift, and steady. Yes, that's when everyone you meet also can close, right? So of course, we don't have to practice for very long. This depends on you. If you practice more, you master the skill faster. Like what I mentioned earlier, right? You don't want to take 6 months or even 12 months. You want to achieve your dream faster. So you practice faster. After you listen to me today, if you don't go out to practice the skills, it's just going to be another radio session. And you don't want that, right? So really, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. And I really look forward to your success story, and I want to learn from you too, and I'm sure you can do it. So really, this marks the end of my sharing, and I really, really hope that it has helped you in one way or the other. And I wish you success together. Together we succeed. And thank you very much. I'm Chui Li from Sabah. Back to you, beautiful ladies, Charlene and Bernadette. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, Chili, for your wonderful sharing. I was reminded to never give up. Consistency pays off, and if we keep practicing, we will surely become the master of closing one day. So practice more and go with a helping heart, because people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. No one will reject sincerity, so surely you will find someone who will accept your gift.
Yes, indeed. And I really love how Shirley puts it, that really new skin is a lifestyle business. We can share new skin about products with anyone, with just about anyone. Like how she shared it with the immigration officer who was renewing her passport for her, isn't it?
Yes, yes, yes. And Charlene, with that, we have come to the end of this morning's closing masterclass. So see you all again at the next CMC, same time, same channel.
Yeah, see you everyone and have a great week ahead.
Bye-bye.